First, let's start with visas, the restrictions and availabilities. Some countries, you can get a visa as an American citizen or EU citizen or citizen of really any country. However, you will not be able to stay past 60, 90, or 180 days max. And that's it. After that, you're gonna have to go somewhere, and I know you don't want to go back to your original country, and I would suggest never become a nomad, at least for not too long. So those countries will automatically be out of the running. But there are some countries where you absolutely can legally stay for essentially as long as you want, and they're divided into two groups. One category are the countries that will only allow you to stay up to, let's say, 6 months, but after that, you can do what's called a border run, which means you leave the country and then come right back in. As a matter of fact, you can literally take a bus to the border, step across, get your new stamp in your passport, and then come back and you're good for another 6 months. Now, these countries don't mind people doing this forever, where some countries will allow you to do it a couple of times, and after that, that will be the end. So you want the countries that will allow you to do this over and over and over again. However, you never know when they decide to put an end to it. But in the second category, those countries will absolutely issue you a long stay visa. For example, here you can buy a visa that will last you 5, 10, and 20 years, and then you can renew it again. Or in many countries, you can get, and most of the time you would have to pay for it, a retirement visa, and a lot of times you qualify as early as the age of 50. So you absolutely want to research that and kind of combine it with your research of how stable the system is. How often do they change their immigration rules? How new is this new visa system? Because those are very important. Things might be fine now, but not fine at all in another 3 to 5 years, where if the policies change, you may have to leave. I should mention though that a lot of times these long-term visas do not include a work permit, so look into that as well.